Guys, this story right here makes me upset. It really does. And this is one of those stories that I think that conservative media should be pushing. Kudos to Fox News for pushing this story. As the young man, King Randall, whom I featured on my channel when he had that debate with Roland Martin. Okay, he was the guy that was opening the school for troubled young men and teaching them real life skills, right? Keeping them out of trouble, teaching them how to be men. Okay, and he's done an excellent job with that. And he's went on a lot of different TV shows. He got a lot of national news coverage. The dude is a superstar. He really is. He's a superstar. But, when you are successful in life, guys, there are going to be people that are haters. And the haters are going to come out in full force to stop you from becoming more successful. And it's really a damn shame to see the haters that are in a position of power coming after a young man like this, as the school that he's trying to purchase, right? The boarding school. He's trying to open up his own private school. He's being blocked from purchasing the school by his own school district. And I want you guys to listen to King Randall's story with Lawrence B. Jones on Fox News and him explaining the current situation that he's going through. Take a listen.
King, I've been so proud of your trajectory because you're out there fighting for the community every single day. You just bought some land. You're helping raise young men up, teaching them about firearms. You're educating them. Tell us about what you do every day.
Well, I work with children. I've been working with them for 2 years now. I actually started taking temporary custody of children in my home. I work with children that have been molested, that have been sexually abused, that have been starved at home, etc. These children don't have anywhere to sleep, and I take them into my home and I make things happen. And we were in the process of opening a school for these children in the city of Albany. We're actually purchasing a school from our local school system, and we've been working on a deal for 7 months with our local school system, but they've been giving us pushback and trying to do things that are blatantly counterproductive to what we were trying to do. We were trying to open our own private school in the city of Albany, yet our school board leadership doesn't want those things to happen.
So the school board leadership, you're trying to help kids. You got a proven track record. The kids love you. Look at them in the ties, guys. This is Black America right here. Tell me what they're doing exactly to try to block you from helping these kids.
Absolutely. Well, we're actually trying to purchase a school from them that was up for demolition. Mind you, I'll say again, the school was up for demolition, and they gave us a contract back, a purchase sale agreement that said they wanted $500,000, or over $500,000 for this school that was up for demolition. And I wasn't even really too upset about that until I got the contract stipulations. I've never seen a purchase sale agreement where the seller tells the buyer what they can and can't do with the building. They put in the contract and said that the deed of conveyance shall contain a use restriction, that we cannot use the school that we're purchasing to open a private or a charter school unless the Dougherty County school system is providing the core educational services, meaning they would get funding for the students coming to our school and we can't teach what we want to teach. We have to paying them to handcuff us to them. And I find that absolutely absurd how you're trying to do that to some children and make me sell my children out for $1. Absolutely not. I believe, and the taxpayers want this school to be donated to us. And the school superintendent told our community that the only way they could donate the school to us is if that we could prove that the school would be public benefit for the community. And clearly our school and our track record for the Expo Boys is proven. We're not an up and starting program. We've been running for 2 years. We have an 86% reading comprehension rate, 0% recidivism. Every child that's come to us from jail has never been back. And the school board knows, our superintendent knows, that we have children in the juvenile system waiting on this school to be open. We have children that are in foster homes and group homes waiting for this school to be open. We have many parents waiting for this school to be open. And I've been stalling these parents for 7 months because they say that they are so busy that they cannot get this deal done. And I find it absolutely absurd that I have to keep telling these children to wait. And I decided today that I was going to cancel those negotiations with them because I had to get 3 phone calls after we had a meeting with our school superintendent that said, allegedly, that he said that we were a competition and he didn't want to donate.
See, there it is
school.
Right there. There it is. King, is that the reason why they're doing this? They don't want any competition. Meanwhile, the system is failing our kids. Okay,
Absolutely.
there needs to be accountability there. We see it all across the country. When you put these kids, give them a choice. They perform in charter schools. You cannot sell us a bag of spoiled goods saying just because they're poor and because they live in a different neighborhood that they can't be educated. We know that's not true.
Absolutely, and I find it, very disheartening. I've been praising them on different media outlets because I was assuming that they were trying to work with us, etc. But to hear, the blatant disregard for our students, thinking this is a game, a competition is a game to me. Our children are dying, and you're looking at them as competition. We're not even trying to get children from their school system. We're trying to get children from the judicial system, children on the street, children that are not even enrolled in your schools. And we absolutely made it clear that we wanted to be a partner with the Dougherty County school system, yet they still give us a contract that they say was in good faith, and you knew in a proposal that we sent you that we were trying to open our own school, yet you tell us we can't open our own school from a building that we're purchasing for $500,000 that was up for demolition.
Guys, ain't that a damn shame? Ain't that a damn shame? When black America, when black people in this country, decide to do something for themselves, okay? When we decide to take responsibility for our own situation, okay, and help ourselves and not depend on the government, lo and behold, the government gets in the way. The government gets in the way. And it's not the white man, guys. It's not the white man. The superintendent of Daugherty County in Albany, Georgia is Mr. Kenneth Dyer. And this is what he looks like. Okay, that's a black man. That's a black person. And you have this black man stopping this young black man for opening up a school in the community for troubled youth. Okay, kids that, have been incarcerated, okay, that in juvenile detention centers that, needs some extra help, trying to fix the community, trying to groom men. This guy allegedly is stopping this school from being opened up because he doesn't want more competition. He don't want the sorry public school to have more competition. And then people want to talk about white supremacy. This ain't white supremacy. This is other black people holding black folks back. Because this young man doesn't want to depend on the government. He wants to do for himself. The building in question is going to be demolished. Okay, they're not going to use it. And it's not enough that he's bonded for $500,000. You got to tell him how he can use it as well. And put in stipulations that they have to use the sorry public school curriculum. That's the reason why you opening up the private school in the first place, so you don't have to use that curriculum. So that you have a choice in terms of what you want to teach these children. So there's no point in opening up a school that's a private school where you want to teach these men how to be men if you got to use the public school curriculum. Obviously, the curriculum and what this man is doing is working. So why would you need the public school for? When black people ask for equal rights, when they ask for a chance to pull themselves out of their bootstraps, we're not asking for the government to do anything. We're asking the government to get out the way. That's what we're asking for. Get out the way. Okay? And we will take care of everything else. And King Randall is showing you exactly how that works. Exactly how it's supposed to work. What we're supposed to be doing. But even when we do it right, the government that is being led by another black person is holding him back. And then you got all these woke revolutionaries out here that want to talk about systemic racism. All these people want to go out here in the street and protest and whine and cry and riot about a criminal that was killed by a police officer that was resisting arrest. But when you have a young black man trying to open up a school that's being held back to help young men not be killed by the police, to not get swallowed up by the system, to be successful, to get a job, to take care of their families, to take care of their own neighborhoods. You hear crickets from these people. Where are the protests at? That's what you should be protesting for. Everybody that protests for George Floyd and for all these other people need to be protesting this school district in order to get them to allow this young man to purchase a school for these children. That's what they need to be protesting. Because that's really what's going to make a difference. That's really what's going to save lives. But see, people on the left, they don't care about that. I guarantee you, most people on the left don't even know who King Randall is. Most people that are supporting King Randall are people on the right. You got Fox News supporting him. Oh, Fox News is for racists. Hannity is racist. Tucker Carlson's racist. Laura Ingram's racist. Fox News is supporting this man. Conservative circles have supported this man. This man got popular in conservative circles. You don't see this happen in liberal circles. Not unless it's somebody like LeBron James who has a ton of money, who can do it themselves. And even his little private school is still basically a public school. And it's just a damn shame that you don't see the outrage that you see when it comes to the whole police issue. When it comes to, oh, the white man killed a black person. Oh my God, we got to protest in the street. But when it comes to a superintendent who's black holding back another black man from preventing that stuff from happening in the first place, you hear nothing. You hear nobody's protesting. Nobody's in the streets. Nobody's mad about it. Nobody cares. And that's the problem. The priorities are out of line. I have to reiterate here. We're not asking for a handout. We're not asking for anything. We're just asking for the government to get out of the way. Get the government out of the way and everything else will take care of itself. But it's just a damn shame that, it's one of our own. It's one of our own that's holding us back. Because he could easily allow that school to open up and compete. If it's better, it's better. Maybe you should change the public school curriculum to fit that. If what he's doing is working, maybe he has the key. But these people have no interest in actually improving the black community. They have no interest in actually making these kids' lives better. They don't have no interest in reducing incarceration rates. They have no interest in any of that. Only thing they have interest in is maintaining the status quo. Because maintaining the status quo allows them to maintain power. So, like I said, man, I hope that King Randall gets this worked out, and I hope that the superintendent folds on this, because this is probably one of the worst stories that I've seen all year. And like I said, this is something that we got to talk about. This can't be one of those things that can be swept under the rug. This is what we should be doing. And again, all we're asking for is for the government to get out the way. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.